Am I unmuted? I am unmuted. Good morning, campers. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's get this plane started. There is actually a fuel valve on here. I just did not realize that there was. So, you know, could have absolutely just used a fuel-based cutoff last time. All right, let's battery on. Choke. Fuel pump. Fuel pump. Ooh. Just fired right on up. Love it. Alright, let's get the fuel pump off. Let's turn the avionics on. Not that there's much to the avionics. Let's turn on our strobe, our position, and yeah, sure, landing lights too, while we're at it. Because they're super dim as far as our landing lights are concerned. So it's basically our taxi light as well. I think we're pretty much ready. Let's just make sure the trim is in a nice neutral takeoff position. Excellent. I believe this plane is ready to go. Okay, this looks vaguely like a GPS. Is this on? No, it wasn't on. Okay, good to know. This looks vaguely like a GPS. Is there an actual, like, GPS thing? Is this thing actually useful for navigation at all? Doesn't seem like it. It does seem to know where I am. That's interesting. Procedures. CDI. Ooh. This aircraft does not. Ah! Okay, so that's disabled. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so just go back to the flight plan. Or what the main menu? What was the main menu? I don't remember. I can't get back. Menu. Okay, so note to self, buy a GPS, because apparently this has one. So we'll set that to standby. Is that altitude reporting? Yeah, it's altitude reporting. So standby mode for now, function. Right, that's my timers and stuff. Okay, so this does have a GPS unit, and my game is just like, you can't use your GPS. Good to know. Good to know. I wish I had left this on the page it started on, because I think in order to get there I have to hit this button and then scroll to it. Oh well. Can I at least change VOR? Okay. Okay, so we are navigating by sight. I know roughly where we're going. Let's Alt-L, turn that off. Let's get our parking brake released. Turn choke off, parking brake released. That's the carb heat. Alright, let's start talking to people. Automated weather, please. From the looks of the windsock.
Delta, automated weather observation 2300 Zulu. Wind 164 at 8. Visibility tree. Sky condition view.
Alright, so we're gonna select a runway for takeoff. I think, what is that? Okay, looks like 19 is going to be the best one for that. So let's take off, departing straight out. I meant to do taxi.
Kilo Romeo Lima Delta traffic Diamonds November 768 Lima Echo taking off runway 19er straight out departure.
Sorry, I meant to say taxi.
Kilo Romeo Lima Delta traffic Diamond November 768 Lima Echo is taxiing to runway 19er.
Honestly, you know what? I could probably just... This is the runway, yeah? Forget it. We'll just do a midfield takeoff. 5.
Kilo Romeo Lima Delta traffic Diamonds November 768 Lima Echo taking off runway 19er departing straight out.
This plane is more than capable of taking off in that amount of space. Gosh, I had no idea it was so overcast. Like, I knew, but I didn't know. Let's keep climbing because I don't have a very good view of the ground at the moment. We need to get over to Interstate 84 and follow that to Farewell Bend, Oregon. We're heading to Council, which is a city in Idaho on US 95, north of Weiser, north of Interstate 84. Weiser is a city just north of Ontario, Oregon. So we need to get over to US 95, then we can follow that up. These clouds are much lower to the ground in that area, so we'll be kind of hugging the terrain, most likely, on that drive, which could make things a little sketch. So this might actually turn out to be a super dangerous drive. Also, did I refill my fuel tanks? I did. Good. Important thing to check. Important thing to check. You know what else is important to check? Does this airport we're going to have fuel? Web browser, please. Delete all these. Server.fseconomy.net. I'm signed out again. Cool. Yeah, they got fuel. Plenty of it. Cool. Alright, so there's the Columbia. And there's Pasco. This looks like... I want to say this is 182. Or is that... That might be the other highway that's right there. No, I think it's 182. So yeah, this highway is like a little bypass route almost for the Tri-Cities area. So 82 should be somewhere off behind us. Let's bring our RPM down and our power down, so we're not burning as much fuel. This plane is more than capable of staying in the air on pretty low power. So let's get our speed up first, and then we'll back off on the power. I want to just aim in the general direction of Interstate 84, because we need to follow that in order to get where I'm going. Should be a pretty good altitude. Trying to get this thing trimmed for level flight at max power, but it's just not having it. I'm not trying to climb. There we go. Yeah? Yeah, no, stay here, stay here. Stay here. Good, 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 good. Alright, now we can... There we go. Now it's a little more chill. I did retract my flaps, right? Yeah. Nope, nope. Okay. How am I on my lights? Oh, I apparently turned my landing lights off at some point. Don't know when that happened, but, you know. The game says it happened, it happened. I might be within the class Delta for Tri-Cities Pasco. I need to be, just... That's such a... Oh, definitely in the way. Definitely in the way there. Yeah. Anytime you can look down and see the runway directly out your wing, only a couple miles away, that's a problem. In other news, I am a problem. Pap, pap, pap. It's going to be a bit of a long flight, so I will bring y'all in as things happen. Welcome back, folks. We are about to pick up the interstate. That's the city of, that's the, that airport down there is Eastern Oregon Regional, Pendleton. Nice little National Weather Service office is located there. That's the city of Pendleton, Oregon, just behind it. Which means I've requested a Class D transition, so it's on the other side of that. So we should see Interstate 84 coming out of the city somewhere over here, and then winding up Cabbage Hill, which is one of these hills over here is Cabbage. So that's what we're looking for right now. Just trying to pick up that interstate. That is our guide out of this area. We might have to climb a bit to get over Cabbage. Check if that's got an altitude call out on here. 3,611 feet. And there's a tower at 4,077 up there as well. So if we're above 4,000, we should be alright. We're barely above 4,000, so I'd like to get a little more altitude. So I think that might be the interstate right here. That's good. Gosh, the ground texture up here is absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. And the sky, oh my gosh. This game's really, really beautiful sometimes. I'm not intending to fly this late. It's just I keep forgetting time zones exist. Like this plane is far enough east of me and far enough north of me that the sun goes down here a bit sooner than it does in reality. So that's the issue I'm currently having. Alright, let's see. Is that Cabbage? So there should be a truck stop, and yeah, that's 84, so that's Cabbage Hill here. 84 winds up these mountains and tucks in over through Dead Man Pass. Stop drifting to the right. We need to keep the interstate in sight. So the point that's above 4,000 feet should be somewhere in this area. It should be a tower. Nice little truck stop here. Native American Casino. Yeah, and that's US 30 splitting off from 84 going into the city of Pendleton. Right there. Excellent. And then there's this road connects to the truck route that goes up to Walla Walla, Washington, which is up in this area. I know where we are. I know exactly where we are. So yeah, this is Cabbage Hill, which, you know, if you haven't yet, look up a video of a truck going down Cabbage Hill. I believe I've got at least one of my own buried deep in this channel. It is an absolutely... Ooh, the lights are coming on the interstate. It is an absolutely fascinating and extremely long descent at a 6% grade. It's a very dangerous hill to be dealing with. How far away do I have to get from Pendleton before I'm out of their airspace? Decent chunk. I'll report clear in a bit. Once we're over the mountains, we're definitely clear.
Pendleton Tower Diamond 8 Lima Echo is clear of the Pendleton Tower airspace.
Diamond 8 Lima Echo Pendleton Tower frequency change approved.
Fantastic. Not that I need to. I've got AI traffic turned off at the moment. Other players are all on, so if you see any other planes, those are people. Oh yeah, the lights coming on really brings out the interstate. But also means that we're rapidly running out of time for this flight. Ugh. Though the airport we're flying to does have lights, so even if the sun goes down, I should still be able to land there as long as I can get there. That is the key. Total flight time should be about an hour and a half. Not sure how much longer it'll be from this point. I haven't really done the math. I'm just navigating purely by eyesight, following the roads, the terrain features. According to people who are better at this than me, that's called pilotage, which I think is silly because I'm a truck driver, so it should be called trucklage. In my case. Alright, coming up on 5,000 feet. That should give us sufficient clearance from the ground in this area. Gosh, they sure make Cabbage Hill look interesting. Also, the lights on the interstate aren't moving. That's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's treating them like street lights, and interstates don't have street lights. Except in major cities and only around exits, usually. Yeah, okay, so the night lighting on the freeways is not exactly perfect, but, you know, there would actually be cars and stuff on the freeway. It's a very busy road, so, like, there would be plenty of vehicles to generate lighting, not unlike this, but in motion, to a degree. So, whatever. It's close enough. Gosh, that's gorgeous. I wonder if the actual sunset up here is anywhere near this gorgeous tonight. Me and my high clouds instead of ultra clouds. Not quite the maximum picturesqueness. Maybe I should try ultra clouds just to see if my computer can handle it. Just bump it to ultra for the fun of it. What the heck, let's try it. Boop. Graphics. Clouds, 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 clouds. Did I go past the clouds? Terrain, aliasing. Volumetric clouds, okay. Boop, ultra. Apply and save. They look the same to me. But my frame rate's still fine, so sure, let's leave the clouds at ultra and see what happens. Maybe they just haven't loaded in yet because I'm so close to them already. I feel like that's a little more... I'll take another screenshot and just compare them later, maybe, on Twitter. Good clouds are way more important to me than literally anything else in a flight simulator. Oh yeah, those are starting to look very nice off to the left. Okay, okay, maybe the volumetric clouds thing, maybe I got that. Maybe we're good. We're descending. I don't need to be descending. We are entering higher terrain. I do not need to be descending. Though now I'm seeing why Baker City is a blue blip on my weather map, because the clouds are extremely low. basically, if you check on Sky Vector, it shows by default it has METARs available just by hovering over airports. But there's also, like, you know, a shorthand for the weather conditions at the airport. If it's green, it's VFR. You can, you know, it's fine weather for flying, not necessarily great weather for flying, but, you know, good visibility and the clouds aren't too low. But it's also got red blips for airports that are IFR, which you cannot take off or land there if you do not have an instrument rating. And then it's also got, wow, that cloud's up ahead of us. And then there's also blue blips, which I'm not sure what those are specifically for, but seem to indicate either lower than usual visibility or a low cloud deck, which I assume this is low cloud deck specifically. All right, so there's the top of Cabbage Hill just below my right wing. So we're probably flying roughly over the way station here. So the rest area should be out to on our left somewhere. This is an extremely dangerous place to be flying this low. Oh yeah, there's the way station. See this like line of white lights that comes out to the side? That's the way station / brake check at the top of Cabbage Hill. I know exactly where we are. And I am way too low. Ah, it's cool though. That's so cool. I'd like to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's better. That's much better. I need to like see if I can change my default FOV to be a little more out here and then have the whoop, shortcut to actually like glare at the instrument panel. I'm regretting this flight already. I should have done this earlier in the day, especially because I can't see anything on my instrument panel once the lights go out. I've got the headlamp, so we'll be able to use that to a degree, and that will work. But this is not an airplane designed for night flying. Ooh, hey, wind, chill. These mountains are called the Blues. Not the Blue Mountains, the Blues. Potentially the Blue Mountains, but not to be confused with the Blue Ridge, just the Blues is how my trainer always referred to them. And she grew up in, or she lived in Battle Mountain and grew up in Jerome. So I figure she'll know, because that's, you kind of have to drive through this area to get between the two. Quite a lot. This is such a dangerous thing we're doing, flying out here. It's a big logging area, this. A lot of wilderness. The pass that we're flying through right now, that the road snakes through, is called Dead Man Pass. So that's cheerful. Real nice. Real nice. Alright, I'm going to keep flying. The darkness is really, truly descending on me now, and I will see you all when we have more interesting things happening than me just flying along in the dark above an interstate. Well, actually, you know, that's maybe not the best choice. What was the wind?
Kilo Lima Golf Delta automated weather observation
166 at 23.
Wind 166 at 23. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds at 1,100 feet. Few clouds at 4,000
yeah,
feet.
12
Few
should
clouds
work.
at
12 should work.
11,007.
Kilo Lima Golf Delta Traffic Diamond, November, 768 Lima Echo 5 miles northwest, 4,900 feet inbound to land runway 12.
Alright, yeah, so my my cautious nature is getting the better of me. approach flaps. And we're going to just call it a night right here. Land at La Grande. Come on, get that speed down. Get that speed down. There we go. Full flaps. Get down on the ground here. And wait for daylight before we finish this trip. Because I may not be flying this plane in real life, but as someone who is, you know, just kind of expected not to make terrible decisions, continuing to fly in these conditions where I've got hardly any lights. I'm flying by a headlamp and the lights of an interstate below me. An interstate that, you know, the later you get at night, the less traffic is going to be on it, so it shouldn't even be that particularly... It doesn't stand out quite to this degree in reality. So we're just gonna pop down. There we go. There's some pappies going on. Pop ourselves down, do the safe thing, and wait. The other issue is there's that cloud layer that's super low, so we can't just gain a bunch of altitude and follow the road along. We have to be somewhat close to the ground in order to keep it in sight. So yeah, we're just gonna come in for a landing. Seems like the smart play. Let's call our position one more time.
Kilo Lima Golf Delta Traffic Diamond, November 768 Lima Echo 2 miles northwest, 3,200 feet inbound to land runway 12.
A little bit low, but not bad. We're getting blown to the left, which fits, but the wind is coming basically from directly ahead of me, which is why we're getting blown a little bit to the side. That's fine. Just get that crab going. Let's announce final.
Kilo Lima Golf Delta Traffic Diamond, November 768 Lima Echo is on final runway 12 to land.
Add a little bit of power. Got our speed in a pretty good spot. Alright, pull the power back again. Gotta get ourselves descending. Just keep this speed. This plane is capable of landing quite slowly. It's great. A little high, that's fine. Yeah, just bring the power back a little more. There's our threshold marker. We're just flying the Pappy right now. We're not even looking for the numbers. We're just trusting the Pappy. And once our landing lights, there we go. Once our landing lights catch the runway, then we'll adjust. All right, we should be over it now. Let's kill the throttle. I see nothing. There we go. There's some ground happening. Ah. I can't hardly see anything by this thing's landing light. I think night flying should be just like entirely out of the question in this plane. Retract the flaps. We're just looking for a turn off here. Hopefully there's going to be an actual like yellow line indicating where we can turn off, because I can't hardly see anything. Alright, looks like we've got a turn off coming up. There we go. There's our line. Announce clear. Once we cross the hold short lines, which I have not yet seen. There they are. Announce clear.
Kilo Lima Golf Delta Traffic Diamond November 768 Lima Echo is clear of the runway.
Stay on the pavement. Alright, so we're going to be crossing another runway here in a moment. Yep, there it is. It's not the active and not lit, so we should be alright for crossing that. Yeah, we're good. Alright. And now, parking.
Kilo Lima Golf Delta Traffic Diamond November 768 Lima Echo is taxiing to runway 16.
That's not... Oh, that's... Hello, you, with your pushback cart. I'll just park here. Oh, are you facing the opposite direction? Is that what's happening? Let's pop outside. Oh, right. Ding. I just can't see it. It's just pitch black. Alright. You know what? We're just gonna stop here, where I think we're behind this poor person. So we just like snuck up behind him with a spinning propeller, which is fine. Hit the parking brake. Your flight is logged and the results can be found at the website. Your aircraft is still rented because there are uncompleted assignments. You may wish to continue your flight or cancel the rent at the website. Okay. Okay, excellent. So we are parked. Let's shut everything down. Let's get this back to standby. Actually, we can just shut this completely off. Now we are down on the ground. We'll go ahead and turn the avionics off. Fuel pump's already off. Lights can all come off. And let's try just hitting the fuel cutoff. Sounds like it worked. Yep, prop stopped. Okay, perfect. I hope that is a normal way to shut off this engine. But who knows. Alright. That is going to do it for this particular video. We'll finish this flight sometime tomorrow. Presumably. Oh, is that my... Those my takeoff speeds and stuff? No. Oh. Oh. No, these are like direction things. Bummer. Telling you how far the compass is off, I think. Interesting. I thought for a second that was going to be like my, you know, this is your takeoff speed, this is your landing speed. GPS not approved for primary navigation. Install cowling, baffle, and remove winter shield at above 0 outside air temperature on the ground. Maneuvering speed 104 knots. Classified as very light airplane. Approved for day VFR. Ooh. Whoops. Day VFR only in non-icing conditions. Whoops. Date opened April 2020. Replace every 12 months. Oh, that's so cool. Sorry, I haven't really looked super closely at the interior of this plane, so these little details are really delightful to me. Oh, there we go. Start checklist right here. That's beautiful. Mass and balance checked, main bolts secured, fuel valve open, fuel quantity checked, canopy locked, seat harness on and secure, propeller check, magneto check, flaps to take off, controls free, trim check, parking brake released. At no point in this did it actually say start the engine. But hey, that's still handy. I like that it's like, you know, put your flaps to take off before you even start moving. That's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and roll our trim back to neutral. Neutral? Yeah, there we go. I like that it's got these little detent holes for it. I wish my actual trim had that. Transponder. So yeah, these are just circuit breakers and air conditioning vents. Yeah, pretty darn cool. Batteries off. That was fun. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Elio Dare. You can find me on the internet at Elio Dare on Xbox Live, Nintendo Switch, Steam, Twitter. Twitter's a great place to get a hold of me. Or you can just leave comments below the videos. I do read all of those. Gosh, it got so much darker here when I turned off my lights. I do read all the comments because I'm still a tiny channel. And so if you do want something to get in front of my eyeballs, that's a great place to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all continue to also be super safe in the decisions you make. Don't fly at night in a plane that's not designed for it, especially when it's extremely dark and very overcast. Thank you all so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!